Right, hello everybody and welcome to the preview for Hull City versus Fleetwood Town, Saturday the 17th of April, 12:30 kick-off at the K-Com Stadium. Match details on screen there for you. If I'm rushing through this, it's because I've already recorded it once, but my PC messed up and jumped about 40% of the recording. So that's fun. Anyway, 17th of April, 2021, 12:30 kick-off UK time. Moved from the original 3 o'clock time so that it does not clash with the airing of Prince Philip's funeral. Rest in peace, of course, to the Duke of Edinburgh, and condolences to the royal family. And as season pass holders do get a code for this one. It should have been sent out ages ago, and just because the kickoff time has changed, the code, that doesn't mean the code isn't valid anymore. The code still remains the same. On to team news then. There is a chance that Rhys Burke and Richie Smaller will be ready to return from injuries as Hull City welcome Fleetwood Town to the K-Com Stadium. Burke has been out for around 3 weeks with a calf injury sustained in training, and club captain Smallwood has been missing since the first game of February, in which he picked up a knee injury. Grant McCann said in his pre-match press conference for the last game against Plymouth Argyle that there was a small likelihood that the English duo could return for this game, but that the game against Sunderland on Tuesday is more likely. Brandon Fleming played for the under-23s in midweek as he continues his return from a pubic bone injury. Max Clark, hamstring, is closing in on a return and might feature before season's end. And Festasar to thigh and Thomas May, a broken metatarsal, will miss the remainder of the season through injury. On to ref watch then. The referee is Ollie Yates. The two liners are Joe Clark and Mark Wilson. The fourth official is James Oldham. On to stats then. These are taken from our last game against Plymouth. And in that game, we had 20 shots. Of those 20, 6 were on target. Hull City had 45% of possession. Hull City committed 6 fouls. The Tigers made 24 tackles. City won 65% of aerial duels in the game. City made 369 passes in the game with a pass accuracy of 77%. What do I think then? We're now in X3 and we are up, I think. So we win our next 3 against Fleetwood, against Sunderland, which is crucial, and against Lincoln, we are up. You may be thinking, Joe, but the gap's only 8 points. So how does that work? Because the second of our next 3 is against Sunderland. If we win that, 11 points. In fact, 8, 9, 10, 11 points. Boom. Smash, bang, wallop. However, if Sunderland lose to Blackpool and we beat Fleetwood this weekend, that will move the 8-point gap to an 11-point gap. Then on Tuesday, if that all happens, if we beat Sunderland on Tuesday, we will go up, because then that will push the gap to 14 points, with us having played 43 games, Sunderland having played 42, with only 4 games left. Hang on. So they've played 42, 43, 44, 45. With only 4 games left, we need 11 points to be promoted. We're sorted, basically. But this game will be a test. I'm very nervous. Peterborough have a good defensive record, so we need to be careful of that. Jacob Greaves was immense against Plymouth. The stats section shows that having made 24 tackles, and Greaves, for me, did a lot of them. Great. And agents Nigel Adkins and Will Keane did the jobs against Sunderland, and they best just roll over when we play them. But now it's agent Dan Batty's turn to do us a favour. Talking of Dan Batty, head-to-head battles this week. George Honeyman and Dan Batty in the midfield battle this week, and Josh McGuinness will have to get past Callum Connolly. Current form now then. We are unbeaten in what I believe is our last 9. In our last 5 we have drawn 1-1 against Shrewsbury, drawn 1-1 against Gillingham, beat Crewe 2-1, beat Northampton 3-0, and beat Plymouth 3-0. We have the second best home record in the division, the best away record in the division. 24 wins, 7 draws and 10 losses, 71 goals scored, 32 goals conceded, the best. We are the highest scorers in the league, and we have the best defence in the league as well. Fleetwood in their last 5, they have beaten Ipswich 2-0, lost 2-0 to Swindon, lost 1-0 to Peterborough, beaten Wimbledon 1-0, and then beaten Rochdale 1-0. They have the 7th best home record in the league, 17th best away record in the league, so that's pretty decent for us. We have won 15, drawn 11, lost 14, scored 43 goals, conceded 33. So then they've not got a bad defensive record, as I said. Look, moving on to the league table now then. Sunderland 8-point gap with a game in hand. That's good, because even if they beat us, that's a 5-point cushion, and when they have their game in hand, if they win, that's still a 2-point cushion. Peterborough, we'll have to wait and see who their game in hand is against. I'm not too sure, because I can't just look through dates and say, that's a Tuesday, because I'm not that way inclined. But hopefully they bottle it somewhere, somehow. You know, Peterborough do tend to slip up towards the end of the season, but do I see it happening? I hope it does, but do I see it happening? Nah. Lincoln climbing back up. They've got 2 games in hand. Blackpool have 2 games in hand as well. Portsmouth, they're still clinging on in the playoffs. 3-point deficit to Oxford. Well, 3-point gap back to Oxford, who have a game in hand. Still not out of it, though, are Oxford, Charlton, Ipswich probably not out of it yet either. I'd probably say anyone in the top 11 could still get players. I think Doncaster have slipped too far out. Relegation-wise, Burton are safe. I don't see Shrewsbury getting sucked into it at this late stage. Wimbledon out of the relegation zone now. So are Lincoln. Not Lincoln, so are Wigan. My God, I've done that twice this week. And so are Wigan. The new owners have given them a boost. But I just hope they lose that momentum when they come to play us. Obviously, they beat Sunderland on Tuesday. Rochdale got a win as well, 2-1 against Swindon in the week. So that's crucial for their survival hopes, because they look down and out of it. Rochdale fans who I've spoken to have said, look, we're down and out of it. But now, has that given them a bit of a lifeline? They're now only 5 points off, game in hand on everyone inside the bottom 3, and Wigan, who are just outside as well. They've got a better goal difference, so if results go their way, you never know. And there is your league statistics screen, and you can pause the video if you want to have a full read-through of that right now. Around the grounds then on League One Matchday 42, Peterborough United face Northampton Town in a big derby on Friday night. That's tonight as this preview goes live. I would, I'd back Peterborough in that one. You never know, stranger things have happened. And all these games that I'm about to read out now, from AFC Wimbledon versus Swindon down to Wigan versus Crewe on the graphic, are all Saturday 12:30 kickoffs along with our game. So AFC Wimbledon face Swindon, Blackpool face Sunderland, Bristol Rovers face Lincoln, Burton play Plymouth, Charlton face Ipswich, MK Dons face Portsmouth, Oxford face Gillingham, Rochdale play Accrington Stanley, Shrewsbury face Doncaster, and Wigan Athletic play Crewe Alexandra. On to memorable match now then. This is the 9th of October 2020, the first meeting ever between these two sides. Hull City were defeated 4-1 at Highbury Stadium against Fleetwood. Harvey Saunders double. Yeah. Not great day, that. But we're going to gloss over that, because last time out we played these guys in the Papa John's Trophy, 12th of January 2021, day before my birthday, so this is a nice early birthday present in the form of a comeback. Didn't start off too great. City, 1 down in the 8th minute to Paddy Madden. Then that was double. The lead was doubled in the 53rd minute through Wes Burns. But off the bench came Malik Wilkes, came George Honeyman, came Keane Lewis, Potter as well. I believe Ahmed Salam also was substituted on. Then Wilkes, with an assist by Honeyman, got the half the deficit in the 78th minute. Keane Lewis Potter with another George Honeyman assist. Levelled the scores in the 80th minute, and in the 94th minute, corner by Honeyman is headed clear to Louis Coyle on the edge of the box against his old club. His first and only goal for the club so far. Absolute belter against his old side to get us through to the next round, and that is our record against Fleetwood. Only 3 times we've played them, all 3 of them coming in this season. Shared shirts, now then, we've mentioned him before, we'll mention him again. It's Dan Batty. He signed his first professional contract with us in 2016, the year we were in the Premier League, and was involved in Marco Silva's squad. I remember him being on, even in Mike Phelan's squad, when we had that injury crisis at the start of the season. I believe he was on the bench at points through that, and I believe Marco Silva featured him a little bit as well. Between signing his first pro deal for us And leaving in the January just gone, he made 79 appearances, scoring the once. That was against Swansea, away at the Liberty Stadium in the opening day. On the opening day of the 2019-20 season, in Grant McCann's first game in charge, Batty made his Hull City debut in what is now the Carabao Cup. It was known as the EFL Cup. Was it the Carabao? I don't know. I think in the EFL/Carabao/ whatever you want to call it Cup, against Doncaster when Leonid Slutsky played a team of kids, and after leaving us, he left us in January 2021, just gone. I believe it was deadline day. He joined Fleetwood. He's obviously still there now. In 15 appearances, he is yet to score a goal. On to my predicted 11 now then. You all know how this is going to be. 4-3-3. Let's whack through it straight away. In goal is Matt Ingram. A back four of at right back Louis Coyle. The two centre-backs are Alfie Jones and Jacob Greaves. Left back Callum Elder. Central midfield trio of George Honeyman, Regan Slater and Greg Docherty. On the right wing, Malik Wilkes. On the left wing, Keane Lewis Potter. And playing in the number 9 position, playing up top in the striker position, Josh McGuinness. Moving on to the substitutes bench, then we have George Long, Tom Eaves, Josh Emmanuel, Jordan Flores, Sean McLaughlin, Dan Crowley and Gavin White. That's the team in picture form then. That is the team lining up on the pitch. On to my predicted score now then. Do I reckon we can extend our unbeaten run at the KCOM against Fleetwood, against the captain Pugwash Merchant? Up yours, Pugwash. Get in there, as I called it. Yes, I think we can. 2-0 victory is what I'm predicting, but I'm happy with any form of W at this moment in time. Thank you very much for watching, everyone. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you're new. Big running towards the end of the season in preparation for next season, no matter the league we're in. See you later. Goodbye.